Hello teachers, hi. I'm Dr. Wong. Many people have asked me, in order to promote young children's English learning, what should we focus on? My answer is that we should focus on young children's oral language. The reason why oral language is very important is that what children can say today forms the basis for what they can read and write in the future. Imagine, here is a primary one pupil. If you ask him to write down a few sentences, but what he can say is, my name is Tom, I'm 6 years old, I'm a boy, then this cannot be a nice story, right? So it's very important for young children to be able to say a lot of things before they leave the kindergarten. So what the children can say today forms the basis for what they can read and write in the future. So oral language is very important. But within oral language, there are two aspects that are very, very important. The first aspect is oral vocabulary, because research shows that for children who know a lot of words, it's more likely that they will be able to produce longer sentences. And you know what? If you find that the children cannot produce sentences, it's not because they're lazy. It's more likely that it is the case that they don't know a lot of words. The second area that is very important is phonological awareness. Well, this is a big word, so let me illustrate what phonological awareness is. So, what is this animal? It's a pig, right? Okay, pig. And what about this? This is a panda. Okay, so here is a question. Okay, do panda and pig share the same beginning sound? Yes or no? The answer is actually yes. But you know what? For a lot of children who have reading difficulties when they are in the primary school years, usually when they were in the kindergarten years, they were not able to tell whether these two words share the same beginning sound. Okay, for children who cannot tell whether words begin with the same sound or not, or whether words end with the same sound or not in the kindergarten years, they are more likely to develop reading problems in the future. Let me explain it a bit. Imagine, okay, here is a primary one, pupil. If I say, okay, please write down the word pig. But imagine if the child cannot tell whether the beginning sound is p or p, then the child will not be able to tell whether to put the letter P or the letter B, okay, at the beginning of the word, because the child cannot distinguish between the two sounds. The two sounds, P and P. So you can see that phonological awareness is actually a prerequisite for learning phonics, okay? So oral vocabulary and phonological awareness are very, very important for young children. For children who have problems in these two areas, okay, they're more likely to develop reading problems in the future. And remember what I've just said, what I said earlier, what children can say today forms the basis for what they can read and write in the future. That's why in Get Set Go, we have a lot of activities to develop children's oral language. And in order to improve children's oral vocabulary, we have specific strategies. Very often, people will say that in order to teach children a lot of words, we can just show the children the objects and then say the word again and again. Okay, this one, panda, 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 panda. But the problem is that research shows that in order to help children remember a word, well, apart from saying it many times, we actually need to embed the word in a context. It's no good just saying to the children, panda, 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 panda. Well, we need to say the word 12 times. The magic number is 12 times, but we need to embed the word in a context. And that's why in Get Set Go, we have a number of strategies to help children learn vocabulary. First of all, we have different sections. We have the time for a story or time to play, to introduce the target words, okay, to the children. And then at the same time, we have the time to say section. And in the time to say section, we have a number of games, some word games that focus on words, and some sentence games to focus on sentences, okay? And we use these games to help the children, okay, recycle the words that they have learned and to know how to use the words in sentences. And also, after the time to say section, we have a song as well. And the reason why we have a song is that usually the song, not usually, all the time, the song summarizes what the children have learned from the story. So we have multiple sections to help introduce the same words to the children again and again and again, so that through participating in the activities, the children will be listening to and saying the target words at least 12 times. And another strategy that is very important is that we are using TPR, total physical response. What is very interesting about young children is that very often adults do not want children to move their body. They would think that when they're moving their body, they're not attentive. But you know what? Actually, in order to help children remember the meanings for words, action is very, very important. So in order to introduce in order to help children remember, this cute animal here, instead of just showing them the cute animal or the flashcard, we actually need to make sure that the children will create an action for this object. So for this cute animal here, the panda, we have this action. And for this animal here, sorry, I'm going to do something rude, we need to do this. Okay. So in order to help children acquire vocabularies, first of all, we need stories, games, etc. to help children use the vocabulary, and at the same time, we'll encourage the children to use a lot of action. Okay, do this or do this, because the action will actually help young children remember the vocabulary. Okay?